Welcome back to this video series on working with database. So in last time we saw how we can pull out the data we have in the database using these codes that are here. But in this video we're going to be writing code that will enable us delete something from the database. So let's write code that can help us delete something from database. So let's open create a new file, and I will name it delete.php. Remember, we're using PHP to be working on this database. So I've created delete.php. So now let me start my PHP tags, and this is it. So remember, we're working on how to delete data from the database using there is a particular row how we can do that. So here we're going to start. The first thing we have to put is to put a connection. So now we want to delete one row here, one row. We delete them row by row, but we're going to be picking one column here as a point of reference. It is called primary key. I will explain primary key in a consecutive video. So we're going to be deleting where email is something. So we're going to be deleting where email is soft. So we're going to copy this connection because we always need it. We have to connect to the database before we start doing it. So now let's start with the SQL. The SQL goes like this for delete operation on the database. So let's use double quotes just like the way we've been doing it. So we say delete from now. What is the table name? Let's go back to that database. Now the table name we've been working with register. So we copy the name, go back to our code, and then paste it there. Then paste. Let me paste. So I'll paste it there. Then now we have to put something where. Now where email, one column in that table register is email. So where email is equals to want to delete just one record there. So want to delete that record, and we have to put the value of the email there. We want to delete the first row, and that row, the email is teamsoft643@gmail.com. Let's copy it. So once we're done copying, we paste it here. So we now delete from register where email is equals to teamsoft643 at gmail.com. So now let's execute our SQL. So just the normal way we'll be doing it in this series. MySQLi underscore query. So we open a bracket and put two parameters there. The first one should be the connection we created, which the variable that's holding is connect, $connect, then our SQL. So we put it here. Okay, so let's redo this space. Okay, fine. Semicolon that ends every line. So now let's determine if this operation worked or not. So we use if execute, that is if actually that SQL was executed. If actually that SQL was executed. Now the variable that is holding our execution is execute, $execute. So we open a curly bracket. If it is executed, so we now echo. Let's echo deleted. Deleted. Okay, so if it's actually worked, or the data has been, that line has been deleted, that row. So if not, else. So let's say error, try again. Try again. Let me get the right spelling for error. Try again. Try again. Okay, so I hope you're following. So error, try again. So we save this video, and we'll have to go to the browser and run it, then to see if that line where the database, the line that has the row that has the software, that it will be deleted. Okay, let's head on to our browser. So in our browser now, so we now see that when we refresh, when we run this code, so we see deleted. Going to that Thinsoft stuff have been deleted. Now let's delete where email is equals to okk@gmail.com. That is the only record that's remaining here. So we need to copy this okk@gmail.com and go back to our code. Copy it. Now go back to our code. Then we'll remove that Thinsoft643@gmail.com and replace it with okk@gmail.com. So let's save. Once we save now, save and go back to the browser and run that delete.php. So it is deleted. Now look at it, deleted. Going back, once we check now the register, everything has gone. The remaining record we have there is gone. Okay, now remember we have something like this register which we use to insert this data. Now let's run that register file so that we can put more files there. So let's put more file so that we can delete more of them. So let's impute more record. Let's impute more data so that we can have more things to like delete. team@gmail.com. So let's put a password, just anything. So we submit. So once we go to the database now, we see that registration successful. Once we go to the database, so we now see that this is recorded already. So we will have to go and register somebody again. We have to go and register somebody again, and then we see that we enter the person's phone number, email. Let's say duru@gmail.com, and duru@gmail.com, duru@gmail.com. So here we enter just any password. So we click on submit, and then we see registration successful. Once we go to the database and check, we should be able to have up to 2 records here. But now let's delete the last person we put, which is duru@gmail.com. So we just need to copy the Gmail and then go back to our code, replace it here with what we copied, that duru@gmail.com. So we're going to be deleting a particular record where the email is at duru@gmail.com. So now yes, so now let's save and run our code. So save and delete.php. So once we run it, so go back to the database, check it. So we now see that duru is gone. It's gone. So this is a practical way to delete data from a database or delete a record from the database. So I'm going to see you in the next video. Come around. In our next video, we're going to be seeing how we can update file. How can we update data in the database? Update, like when you want to change your password need to be updated. That is, the old one need to be replaced. Bye for now, and we're going to see you in the next video. Subscribe to this channel, like, comment, so that we can see that you need more.